Captain's pick.
All right, gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the ClanTour #1 tourney. We are here coming at you with the finals now between Donkey Kong and DogHouse here. This is a best of 5 series, so we got a lot of games coming at you to look forward to as we have Donkey Kong here on the Legion side and DogHouse here on the Hellborn side. And again, just to reiterate, this is $1,000 prize pool on the line as well as some gold coins, which I believe, if I'm not mistaken, 75% of that going to the first place winner and 25% of that going to the second place winner. So, no doubt both these teams wanting to finish here with that first place prize. I am once again going to be your
Rhapsody.
main shoutcaster. What you got? Joined here once again
Clantons.
by the one and only co-caster, Ramaty.
Sugar.
Hello. Well, shout out to BKB though. I'm not the one and only. He's also done great yesterday, so gotta give him shout out. And also shout out to Clantons for hosting this amazing tournament, which we're at the end of now. This is the last series, and the bans are already set, so let's walk through them.
Right, you are. This is the last series indeed. So both teams definitely going to have to bring their A games here to come and claim that first place victory. We have Lodestone, Dr. Repulsor, and Moira going to be the first blind bands coming out from Donkey Kong. Tempest, Ophelia, and the Gladiator going to be banned out here from the Doghouse. Take me through those bands, Ramity.
Well, I do think HOIME has been watching the previous series, as he does ban the Doctor and the Lodestone, both of those heroes having been picked up by Znooki in the previous series. And looks like Znooki is really respecting the jungler's threats from Donkey Kong, as banning the Tempest and the Ophelia, obviously 2-0 against B-Pro with the junglers, as you pointed out in the previous series. And lastly, Moira,
Monkey
obviously one of
King.
the strongest supports, so not
Cthulhu.
surprised seeing him banned.
Yeah, so we see a lot of those respect bands, as you kind of pointed out. Heroes like the Tempest, the Ophelia, and then, of course, the Lodestone and the Doctor Repulsor we saw in the last series there in semifinal #2. But look at what Doghouse has got on their side. They have Chipper and Draconis. And if it's anything that we've seen in the past, it is the combination of Chipper and Draconis rotating into the jungle and taking out those stacks very early on. That is a very scary and powerful combination that they have there on the Hellborn side. In response, we have Rhapsody into Monkey King and Cthulhu Fawn picked up. So already 3 out of the 5 picks over there for the side of Donkey Kong. And what do you think about the first 5 picks coming out from the two
I
sides?
wonder if Snooki heard me saying that the Lord Surfer is the highest GP, and with 792, I just checked, and now he's trying to beat his own record with the Draconis Chipper. We'll have to see, obviously. And right off the bat, even on the Legion team, a Monkey King, a bit of an unconventional pickup. I really haven't seen this picked up a lot. Obviously, I know that Busk likes to play this hero,
Yeah.
but but I haven't seen it a lot in this setting, so I'm excited to see how that turns out. Although I'm surprised a bit that they pick it in the first phase, because I don't think that specific hero would be banned.
Yeah, that's an interesting one to say the least. Definitely something that maybe would make it through the second wave of picks, but at the same time, they still have a pretty flexible draft. I'm actually trying to think here if they're going to be sending that Cthulhu font either with another support hero that they could possibly look to pick up in the next couple of picks up into that long lane, or if they even want to run something like a tri lane with Monkey King possibly soloing the mid lane, as we've seen Busk do that from time to time with Cthulhu font possibly either in the top lane or in the bottom lane. But again, we have that Chipper Draconis combination. Still a lot of picks to be had for the side of Doghouses. They kind of still need that initiator. We're going to see if those do get addressed here from the side of Donkey Kong as the bans are kind of underway now. We have Kraken, Parallax, and Midas going to be banned out there from the Doghouse. Balfagor and Tremble, the first 2 bans with one more pending here from the side of Donkey Kong. But a lot of respect bans coming in there as Bubble's going to be the third and final ban of the match. What do you think about the 6 bans there?
I think Kraken is just an overall really strong hero, so I don't think it's a player combination with that hero. I think it's just the hero's presence that makes it banned. Belfagor, Tremble, obviously, we've just seen it the games uh, right in the previous series why those heroes are banned. They are quite self-explanatory. Snooki, great Belfagor. Fall, Great Tremble. Parallax is a Slusker
Hum,
hero,
hum, hum,
we know,
you
and
are
Hop,
not
Hop, Hob
worthy to look upon
happens.
my
And Midas
magistrate.
and Bubbles are kind of obviously really strong heroes, and Bubbles we've seen also played before.
Hub, hub, hub. Indeed, we're gonna have King Cloud here. Throw a Riftwalker on top of that. That's a lot of teamfight presence being built around the Draconis now from the side of Doghouse. Now, we did get to see King Cloud played, I believe it was in the semifinal number one between that was actually played by the side of Backdoor Protocol against Donkey Kong. That one I think didn't end up working out for them. But we're gonna get to see King Cloud here once again here in the finals now. This time being played by the Doghouse. What do you think about the King Clout and the Riftwalker picks following up the Draconis and Chipper there?
Right now, Snooki's team has extremely strong team fight presence. A lot of initiation with the King Cloud, follow up with the Riftwalker, and Draconis is raw damage, and Chipper's rockets will assist as well. So I think Snooki's team fight lineup right now looking really strong, but I think Donkey Kong's draft that doesn't really match that yet. I think they do need another really strong team fight hero if they want to go that route.
War
And
Chief.
they're gonna pick up the War Chief, which is a very strong team fight hero. So we'll see
Mhm.
how that works out for them.
Yeah, so they picked up the Aluna there as the secondary support prior to that War Chief pickup, but with the War Chief bringing a lot of teamfight presence there with the assistance of the War Cry, going to be pretty excited to see that one there as Donkey Kong's lineup is now complete. Something I did notice about Doghouse's lineup as they do pick the Predator there as that fifth and final pick. That one's going to be a real big nuisance for the Cthulhu specifically. But all of their initiators, the King Cloud, the Riftwalker, the Draconis, they don't need a portal key ramaty to get into that team fight.
Right.
All of these heroes have those initiation tools at their disposal. So a lot of these key items they don't necessarily need to have in order to take those team fights very early on.
Yeah, right you are.
Let's get it
And that
on.
becomes just that more scary for Donkey Kong facing that lineup as they don't even have to wait for those items to just go balls to the wall and start team fighting them. Obviously they will not need some core items, but Porto Key not being one of them. And obviously Porto Key giving no stats or anything. Uh Not having to buy that item is quite an advantage, being able to spend gold for other items.
So what do you think about the Monkey King versus Predator as well actually Monkey King has to go up against two cores this game being the Draconis and the Predator. What do you think about Doghouse's decision to pick up another I'll call it hard carry as Draconis. I don't know if he's necessarily a hard carry, maybe more of a semi-core kind of snowball kind of carry, but can Monkey King deal with two very farmed cores being the Predator and the Draconis this game?
This is really, I think, kind of scary for Donkey Kong as I don't think they can. I don't think they can contest late game here. I think they will need to win this game mid game, and they're gonna need to do well on their course, on their War Chief, on their Monkey King in order to do so. So they really need to hit their timings right in order to win this game and try to snowball down this Hellboard team.
Okay. So yeah, definitely a little bit more of a mid-game oriented lineup coming out here from Donkey Kong. Safe to say they're going to need to do very well in the early laning stage to kind of get themselves that ball rolling, and definitely address the Draconis here. Is we've seen before in the past, if you leave the Draconis to free farm, like we saw last game with the Lord South Forest. What was it, 792 GPM? If Draconis can get anywhere near that kind of snowball factor going, that's going to be a force to be reckoned with.
Definitely, definitely, and again, you've mentioned it already, but the Predator against any type of Cthulhu Fund mana plan is just great, and I'm surprised because that's kind of like a counter pick to Cthulhu Fund, obviously restraining him and regioning of his big HP pool. So when I played against Hex, I definitely banned Predator when picking Elephant.
Yeah, so if they are able to match that up in the laning phase, that's going to be pretty disruptive for Cthulhu Font to deal with. But the Restraint also quite good against the War Chief and the Monkey King, as those heroes both also having those teleport style of abilities. So the Restraint factor there from the Pred specifically going to be pretty powerful this game, I feel.
Yeah, definitely agree with you there. Might not even have planned picking up the Predator up, as we know that Znooki likes to counter picking the last 2 picks. So might not even been the plan to pick the Predator up initially, but seeing the Legion heroes, he might have decided midway through that, oh, the Predator is a great pick here, let's just pick it up now.
Mhm. So, what do you think we're going to see from the laning phase? We are in a vote to pause here, of course, so we can't quite tell at least just yet where the players are going to go, what the lanes are going to look like. What are you expecting from both sides if you had to make a prediction here?
Looking at Legion, just kind of all heading towards the top lane, kind of tells me that they're gonna go aggressive trialing, because when you do this kind of 5-man into enemy jungle, you really want to get wards down in their jungle in order to block certain camps that make it harder for the enemy to deal with your tri-lane, aggressive tri-lane. So that that kind of makes me predict that we're gonna see an aggressive tri-lane, perhaps a Cthulhu Font, a Luna, and Rhapsody. And from the doghouse, well, I've attempted predicting their lanes before and failed, but let me try it again. It looks like Draconis and Chipper are gonna go into the long lane. That is really surprising to me.
Yeah, it
Not
looks like
still.
they want to try to get him that farm if they are predicting this aggression coming out from the side of Donkey Kong. So again, it's not going to be a jungling Draconis, at least initially. They will look to get him that lane farm to start things off and then rotate him into the jungle at some point where he will look to clean out the jungle stacks. But King Cloud going into the mid lane here, played by Ozov. We've seen him play a lot of offlane today. He's going to be stepping into that mid lane where he's no stranger to that role. Now the question is, who will he be facing? Will it be the War Chief or the Monkey King? If you had to predict one of them, who do you expect to be going to the mid lane?
Um, well, it's kind of hard to predict. Either hero are great in the mid lane, but just
I think we're going
looking
to see
at
War Chief bottom and
War Chief
Monkey King
bottom,
mid.
yeah.
That's what my guess is going to be.
Mm. I suppose Monkey King can do more with the runes early game and gank other lanes because he's mobility. So I guess I agree with this setup.
So Riftwalker and Predator are going to be going up against the potential tri-lane here of Cthulhu Font, Aluna, and Rhapsody. And then Draconis and Chipper going up against the War Chief. So Draconis going to have a pretty good time down there. Going to get at least one of their two heroes off to a good start. Do you think it's okay that they're going to be sacrificing the Predators early game laning phase?
I think so. They've done so with the Tremble pickup as well. When they have Draconis, that is just gonna probably snowball here. If they get him the free farm, then the Predator will definitely get the space he needs later on. I would like to point out that they didn't block the easy pull cap in the top lane on the Legion side, meaning they're gonna give some experience and gold away to the Hellborn dual lane in here.
We see dude on the Chipper already stacking the jungle, which is definitely going to mean Draconis rotating over to take those camps as he's looking to push the lane here early on. We have TPs coming in from the side of the supports, being the Rhapsody here to kind of make this a 2-1-2. Here we have a Spirit Walk from the War Chief. Now, will he end up going down here? A lot of pressure coming in for both the Draconis and the Chipper. And will this be the first blood kill? Yes! Stands as the totem's not going to be enough for any return pressure there. So, not even going to use that, or maybe that Dragon Flame was used there, but again, a lot of damage from both the Chipper and the Draconis.
Perhaps underestimating the damage on the Legion side from this
Draconis, he might get caught here. Once again, another Spirit Walk attempt. There's the Golden Apple coming in from Draconis as he throws out the Dragon Flame onto both. And he gets the bottle delivered to him. Is this going to be a turn coming in? There's the auto attacks and Rhapsody taking pressure from the creep camp. That's another kill, Ramaty, going the way of the Doghouse as they force the Spirit Walk to safety from the side of Donkey Kong there as Draconis, man, he is already 500 gold per minute.
Aluna in the middle lane, he has rotated now as they're leaving the Cthulhu Font solo versus the Predator Riftwalker. So I'm not sure how they're planning to settle these lanes, because right now the Predator's farming great, the Draconis is farming insane already, and Azov can get experience and some last hits in the middle lane even though they're dueling him. As
Spirit
bottom
walking
lane,
the bottom lane onto the Draconis. He's taking heavy pressure. Chipper coming in from the flank with the ball. He's going to get it delivered to him. There's the focus buffer coming in as the supports are rotating over. Will Luna be able to line up? She does not have a power throw, actually. She only is level 1 with the Emerald Red as Chipper is putting the return pressure onto Warchief. Both will fall back, and Draconis, he will need to, it looks like, go back to base and get that regen. But we now have 3 players from Donkey Kong rotating down here. Into this bottom lane to address the Draconis triple lane. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, we have double damage. King Cloud
top
picked up with
lane,
that first
Cthulhu
rune.
is
Top
gonna get
lane,
away.
yeah, Cthulhu going to use the trample to safety. He will be just fine, but a lot of pressure coming out from King Cloud onto Monkey King as he takes a 1 creep lead there, 16 and 2 against the 15 and 5 Monkey King.
So right now it is a bit awkward for Donkey Kong here because none of their heroes are in the lanes are winning in GPM wise.
Yeah, we're only 3 minutes in and we're already at a 2,000 golded from the side of DogHouse. And look what Draconis is doing. He's already in the jungle with both the Marchers and the bottle picked up. So he's perfectly fine with just leaving Chipper down there to face the tri-lane.
That is just so funny to me how a Chipper can face a tri-lane alone here. That's kind of a hacks thing to do, I suppose. You wouldn't expect that to happen, but Draconis can always fly if they're diving him and help him,
Yeah.
or get any counter kills. Obviously, the Chipper is not a very survivable hero. Leap comes in
in
the
the top lane. He's going to line up the trample there on a Riftwalker. Here comes the stun from Luna, and the Obliterate is activated. Definitely be a kill on the Riftwalker as he does get the Cascade event off, but not going to be enough damage for a kill there as the leap was still on cooldown from the Predator. But Draconis, he now ports in to the bot lane. Chipper, he's going to get ran down by Monkey King over at the bot rune area. Monkey King picking up that Mystic Illusion rune.
Okay, a bit of a much needed swing in favor of Legion here. But it's still, the Draconis hasn't been contested yet, and he's at 370 gold per minute. Probably looking to improve on that. So, still, even though they just got 2 kills, a Spirit Walk comes in and snipes some of Draconis' creeps. The golden experience lead hasn't really moved.
Top lane, we have a leap coming in from Predator. There's the Rift burn down, and Luna, she's gonna get caught by that Rift, that shared existence slow from the Riftwalker. She cannot get away from that one. That's a kill going the way of DogHouse. Up in the top lane.
Right, and it just, yeah. Right now, I think Legion team needs to make some very successful rotations in order to stop the DogHouse from taking an early lead here, as they are supposedly the ones that need to win early game.
Yeah, they have 3 players with very good creep farm. Riftwalker even with 11, so she's not doing too badly herself. But we take a look at Donkey Kong's creep scores. We have 23, 24, and only 10 on the Cthulhu font in comparison to 3 players at around 30 plus creep kills on the side of DogHouse, and thus this is where the majority of that golden experience lead is coming from, because we're only 2 to 3 hero kills. It is still very even in terms of the hero kills. Just simply the lane farm is being heavily won here by the side of DogHouse.
And now King Cloud has reached level 6, meaning he has Parade of Power, so it's that much harder to set up a successful gang because he can just assist from very far away as well as the Draconis.
Top rune going to be picked up by Rhapsody, which was that Mystic, that Merrick's rune. Regen rune going to be camped here on the bot rune. Here comes a Parade of Power on the Aluna. Will this be enough damage for a kill? The Transfigure comes in from the King Cloud, but he does not have enough mana for some further Goblin tosses, and Aluna will actually fall. So he, he doesn't have vision of that necessarily, but saw that Aluna had snagged his rune and possibly tried to get a kill there.
Right, and Slaske on the Warchief has managed to get 270 GPM, which is not the worst. And
here comes
3 heroes
Cataclysm from Draconis. They're going to spot out Aluna here in the trees. Warchief is on the hunt. He will port into his Spirit Walk. Now, will he be able to hold his ground is the question. Draconis is looking to retreat as the Warcry is activated. Chipper, will he get sacrificed is the question. There's a trample from Cthulhu, and it looks like they will sacrifice Chipper. So it will be a 1-for-1 exchange as Draconis going very deep into the jungle here.
Meanwhile, in the top lane.
gonna hide in the trees there, yeah. A lot of pressure coming in on the top tier 1 tower there by both Predator and the Riftwalker.
Yeah, so I think even though it was a WoW 4-1, it was still favoring Hex a bit because Legion team rotated 4 heroes to kill the Chipper and still lost the Rhapsody, meaning they committed way more resources, and now it's almost 5,000 golden lead and 2,700 experience lead. 7:30 minutes in the game.
So we see both the Draconis and the Predator at the top of the GPM charts, and King Cloud actually the third top farmer, has Monkey King only at 330, King Cloud at 335. So we see all three of the top farmers belonging to the Doghouse with both of their supports at around 200 GPM, and in comparison, the Cthulhuphon and the supports sitting below or at 150 and below GPM, with only Monkey King and Warchief at around 300 GPM. So definitely going to need to find themselves some kills here moving forward, as we have Draconis farming away still and Predator doing very well early on. Chipper going to get gone on here by the Rhapsody, but will he look to turn this one around with the Rockets? There's the heal coming in, and he will be just fine. But so let's talk about Draconis and Predator. What do you think items we'll see on them, as they've been off to a good start here in game one?
Yeah, since Predator is off to a good start, I think we're fair to expect a Thunderclaw from him in the near future. I don't see any reason for an Alchemist Bones, so I wouldn't expect him picking that up. And the Draconis, it's hard to predict. I have not seen a lot of Znooki Draconis, even though I know it's one of his very famous heroes. So I'm not sure what he goes for, but he could easily go either the teamfight route or even the kind of semi-carry route.
I think we'll see either a Dawnbringer or a Mock, and I think Dawnbringer might be a little bit more in his ballpark, since the Dawnbringer is very, very good right now. And on the Predator, I think we'll either see Thunderclaw or possibly even Elder Parasite.
Oh, that's what 4
Bottom
heroes
lane,
in
we
the
have
Hellbird
Warchief going down. Rhapsody going to follow as well as the double tap, as there was no Cataclysm used. He still has that ready to go, trying to bait out the Cthulhuphon as the numbers are here from the side of Doghouse. 4 players here. There's the Transfigure coming in from King Cloud with that haste rune, making a hat trick for Znooki on the Draconis there, as the haste rune is still activated here for one more second. Yeah, you called it. Parade of Power is still up. Monkey King, he's going to get caught here. And will they get the 5th and final kill here? Luna's going to get slowed up by the Goblin Tosses. Make it a double tap for Azov. It's a genocide for the team. And Donkey Kong is falling to pieces early on here in this game. We are only 10 minutes in as the War Cry is activated. Here comes the Wormhole being channeled by Riffhawker. They're going to turn this one around to the Warchief. He will fall, and that's 6 kills going the way of Doghouse, as they now take a 10-3 hero kill lead with a 10,000 gold and almost 6,000 experience lead.
I am not sure why Cthulhuphon didn't cancel his TP there, as he was... Well, he could only see 2 heroes, but none of his teammates were around. As Monkey King going for some action in mid lane onto King Cloud, but he's just so damn tanky right now.
Power Throw comes in as well as the dance floor, but again, not enough damage for any kills.
So perhaps some miscommunication from Donkey Kong in the previous fight, that some of them wanted to fight this and some of them didn't, and half the team disengaged. And then when Cthulhuphon ported in, they re-engaged kind of, and then ended up getting caught on everybody.
Yeah, so definitely not the best communication there. Perhaps Monkey King getting gone on here by the Goblin Dragonflame coming out. There's the Cataclysm from Draconis. He's thinking about porting in. There's the Staccato Stun preventing that flight, though, as the Monkey King will fall there to the Goblins of King Cloud. Now he will fall to the tower. The fight is not done just yet. Cthulhuphon is here with the Obliterate. He will go down to the Ripper from Riftwalker, as Rhapsody, she is in the trees. She will fall to the auto attacks of Chipper, and it is 3 kills going the way of Donkey Kong for that King Cloud. Make it 4 as the Luna does fall. And will it be a genocide? Warchief is going to get himself, I think, the distance to safety. So it's a 4-for-1 engagement here from Donkey Kong once again. And Draconis and King Cloud both level 10 now. 555 gold per minute on the Draconis, as Warchief tries to snipe him out there. Did he just put himself in a vulnerable position? The Spirit Walk down for 5 more seconds. Wormhole gets channeled. It actually misses. So will they look to turn this one around is the question, as Monkey King is now here. Spirit Walk goes in onto the Shipper as well as the Riftwalker. He doesn't port to it necessarily, but there's the chainsaws down. Monkey King, he's going to get the 1 kill. Make it actually the kill going for Rhapsody. Protected Melody going to prevent a lot of damage here. Will they be able to net themselves some kills here on the side of Donkey Kong with the Parade of Power? Does fear up 2 in the background, as Rhapsody is going to go down to the Draconis before Draconis may be falling, picking up that Ice Brand to the Warchief. There's the totems down, as Azov on the King Cloud there gets a double tap. Znooki will fall on the Draconis to that Warchief as he picks up a double tap. And King Cloud cannot get the Transfigure before the port does land. So what a chaotic fight there, Ramaty. who won this engagement?
Oh, well, definitely. I think. Uh, well, it was some sign of life from Legion that they did kill Draconis. But overall, I think Hellborn still netted themselves more kills in the end. I think it was 5 for 2, perhaps. And
I lost track of how many kills there was.
yeah,
So many, as this was a pretty long fight. But I gotta think Doghouse came out on top here as they continue to have a big lead here, 11,000 gold
uh,
and 8,400 experience lead.
but even though they might kill 4 heroes from Legion, but they might not be worth as much as the Draconis.
Chainsaws are down from Chipper here. He's trying to hold his ground on the saws as he does snipe out the Illuna. He will get the heal there coming in yeah, he will get the heal as Warchief actually picks up a double tap. They do bring down both King Clout and the Chipper there in response to that kill. So getting a little bit overconfident perhaps, but it ends up being a 2-for-1 there.
Yeah, definitely some needed signs of life from Donkey Kong. As Predator does pick up his Thunderclaw. He has had it for a while. I just wasn't watching him as his teammates were all fighting somewhere else. And
Currently 1-0-0, just having having his fun up here in the top lane, farming away.
And Donkey Kong was pressuring mid tower, but obviously it's really hard to pressure towers when there's Draculas in the game. So So what do you think Donkey Kong needs to pick up an item or do in order to try to contest this heavy pressure they're under right now?
I think they need to get some kind of bulky item on the Monkey King to allow him to kind of be in the front lines there and get his damage output through. They don't have much going on with Gulafon now as he's very low GPM. We have a Parade of Power in the mid lane, locking down the Warchief. Chainsaws to come down, and that will get the kill there onto him as the power throw is coming in. Monkey King's flipping over the tower. He will use the slam there, but will he make the kill? No, he will get turned on and he will fall. Both the Warchief and the Monkey King do fall. And the tower as well actually gets denied there by Rhapsody. Is he going to get sniped out by the rockets? The sidesteps coming in. There's the Rift Burn, just barely going to miss. Rhapsody makes the escape as Invis Draconis is here. They want to continue this fight, obliterate onto the Chipper. Draconis being very patient here. He's waiting for the right timing there as he actually gets stunned up by the trample. Gulafon getting to the high ground there to do safety.
Meanwhile, in the top lane, Predators.
Meanwhile, in the top lane, there's a Predator. And you know what? He's not even the top farmer of the game. That title belongs to
15-minute concede
Draconis.
right
so
away.
That's going to do it here. Game number 1 going to go to the Doghouse. And you know what? I think I'm fully behind that concede vote. I think this one just got a little bit too far out of Donkey Kong's reach. The draft kind of didn't really come into play that they were kind of hoping for. And you know what? I think we might see a Draconis ban next game. What do you think, Ramaty?
I think they're gonna respect it, though. It's really hard to respect ban all of Snooki's and like Hex's heroes, as they have so many heroes they can play so well. So I have nothing against what Holm has banned this game. All of those heroes can be logically banned against Hex, but in the end, Draconis just ended up absolutely smashing this game.
Yeah, so again, this is just game number 1. We have a best of 5 series still underway. So at least 2 more games need to be won by Hex if they're going to take this one, or Doghouse if they're going to take this one. But we'll go on a short break here. We'll get game number 2 going. So stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. Doghouse versus Donkey Kong coming back.
Welcome back, everyone, to this ClanTour finals round here. Game number 2 coming at you with high energy, good plays, good drafts, great players, and casters. What you got? And Ramaty bringing this game to you as we're flying through the bands right now. Beans, take me through the bands.
Whoa, is that what I sound like? Oh, wow. Damn. Thanks for the intro there, Ramaty, and I liked your use of the third person there. What you got in Ramaty? Oh wait, that's me. No, anyway. All right, we're back here, ladies and gents, with game number 2 now of the finals coming at you again. This is a best of 5 series, so we got plenty of games still ahead of us. We are here in game number 2 once again with Doghouse now on the Legion side, Donkey Kong on the Hellborn side. As the bands are completed here, we have Ophelia, Tempest, and the Gladiator. Nothing changing there from Snooki on Doghouse. with those three bans, as Lodestone, Draconis, and Dr. Repulsor get banned out by the side of Donkey Kong. So Ramaty, there it is. There's the Draconis ban. I
Yes.
expected that one to definitely take place after that game one performance. So no surprise there. But we have Engineer into Aluna and Midas so far.
Right. Holm is holding his other two bans besides the Draconis. I'm kind of blanking on what hero he banned in the previous game instead of the Draconis, but uh, the other bans are the same. And yeah, Midas Aluna, we just talked about it in the break that we don't think Aluna is that great of a hero anymore. And it keeps getting first picked by teams like the Pandas, for example. We don't understand. And
Aren't you the drafter for that? Oh wait, whoops! Sorry, painful
whoops.
memories again. Sorry.
Yeah, this is just PTSD all over again. And the Midas, great hero, obviously. That one's actually a great hero as it has wave clear, it has lockdown, follow up potential, quite versatile
Monkey
hero.
King.
And looks like Snooki is kind of snatching that Monkey King
Revenant.
away from Probus this game. Wow.
So with the Monkey King and the Revenant pickups, I don't know if we've ever seen Monkey King played by Doghouse. Who do you think's gonna play that one? Because if I had to guess, I would say Azov, but that that would mean they have to kind of reallocate some of their picks around. Do you think it will be him, or do you think it will be somebody else playing the monkey?
I think it can be also Fa. I think I've seen him before on the Monkey King, so he's no stranger to that hero. We know that engineer is gonna be Snooki. Well, we don't know, but it is high
No, it could still
probability.
be definitely Duder's hero.
All
They do have a Revenant
right.
picked up, which Revenant actually, and I'm gonna make a bold prediction here. I think they're gonna run core Revenant on Znooki, possibly in the short lane, and then they're gonna send Monkey King mid on either Azov or Fa. So maybe most likely Fa there and send Azov on some off lane hero. But I am actually expecting this to be core Revenant for Znooki.
Okay, okay. I'm with you there. There's plenty of possibilities of hero
Oh
and
yeah,
player
I'm not
combinations
saying I'm
still.
right by all means.
Nah.
This is just again, this is just a prediction. We always have to guess when it comes to Doghouse
Yeah,
how they're
when
gonna lane those
when every
heroes.
player can play everyone, it's kind of hard to guess.
Exactly. So anyway, we're done with the second wave of bans now. Or actually, we're almost done with the second wave of bans, but we'll talk about the ones so far. Balfagor, War Chief, and the Gemini coming out from Donkey Kong. We have Magnus, Cthulhu Font, and Rally, as there's a lot of chat there. Had to kind of look at who banned what. But what do you think about those six bans?
I'm surprised Magnus made it to the second tier of bans without being banned first or picked. Obviously, Znooki kind of banning strong initiator heroes such as the Cthulhu Magnus Rally, and Holm kind of taking a page out of his own book, banning that War Chief. Obviously, quite good synergy with the Monkey King, reducing his cooldowns. And Balfagor, obvious for obvious reasons, he must have watched a lot of Snooki.
Geomancer.
So we have the Geomancer coming up as the third pick here, one more to follow. But what do you think about the combination of Illuna and Geomancers? Those are most likely going to be the two supports here for Donkey Kong.
um, Definite. Geomancer is a strong hero, but it doesn't really deal a lot of damage, which leans me towards the Aluna having to max power throw in order to deal some burst damage in the lanes. And um, well, the Aluna global power throw can be quite strong with the Geomancer kill
Silhouette.
setup, but Geomancer needs to land his ultimate in order for that to work in a long range kind of gang.
Okay.
And I don't think that super duo provides just enough damage to be justified here.
So what do you think of the silhouette pick coming out here from Donkey Kong? That is most likely going to go over to Pro Busk. We've seen him play a lot of silhouette in his competitive uh, lifespan, where he is a pretty good silhouette player. But they do
Blacksmith.
reveal that pretty early. They're going to give two picks over to Doghouse to kind of counteract that silhouette. We have Blacksmith coming out on the fourth pick there. This is kind of for me one of those wild
Riptide.
card style of heroes. We could even see Blacksmith middle, which has been a really popular kind of thing that I've seen from some of the scrims, as they like to max the frenzy with the fireball, not even skilling the flaming hammer early on, and Blacksmith just running around like a little NASCAR, very hard to catch and dealing lots of damage whenever he's able to hit that multicast.
Yeah, I believe by level 7, Snooki's gonna have level 4 Frenzy, and he's gonna buff all his allies, and they're gonna run around really fast on the map, making everything easier. So,
Riptide as the 5th pick there to follow up that Blacksmith. So they run a dual core here with both Riptide and Monkey King. And, well, I've seen Ozov and Fa both play the Riptide. So again, I'm not too sure who's going to be playing what. But
whoa,
there's a Dampier coming out. They're going to go with a secondary core. This is a definite different game number 2 here that we're seeing from the two sides. Both sides picking up a dual core. I guess a little bit similar for DogHouse as they ran that Predator Draconis in game number 1, but definitely different from Donkey Kong as they ran the solo core last game. But when you run a silhouette, do you generally think of having another carry in your team? I usually think you run that as a solo core. So having a Dampier in the team, that is definitely going to add some extra late game and gank presence with the
um,
early game spells there from Dampier.
yeah, the magic burst problem is solved on the side of Hellborn, but I do fear a little bit for their
The faster I am, the
coming
faster I can get
online
to them.
kind of timings here, because I'm not sure Dampier can just kill everyone with just a portal key if he even decides to go for that. And if he doesn't, then I'm kind of sensing a bit of lack of initiation from Hellborn. Even though they do have the Geomancer, I think Geomancer is hard to initiate with when you don't have a portal key. So I'm kind of worried in that sense for the Hellborn team.
We could
In
have a
terms,
clash coming here as a Luna. She's going to get that ward of sight down. Now she's going to run into Blacksmith and Engineer. Are they going to find the opening here with that fireball stun to kind of catch her? It looks like she will just be a little bit too fast here. And dude, he doesn't care, man. He's just like, I don't care that we're turning around. I want to get this ward of sight down. But we see the power throw come in. She specs that one right away. You're throwing in a little friendly banter there, I'm sure. As I don't speak the little A character thingy from EU land, but that's okay. We're going to get the ward of sight down here behind the tower. So both sides getting their wards down. And will this actually be a tri-lane from Doghouses? We have 6 players up here in the top lane. Blacksmith, Engineer, and Revenant. A potential tri-lane there. There's the stun coming out onto a load of the Keg stun. Going to knock him backwards. The Defile coming in from Revenant. Will this be the first blood kill? As one more auto attack needed. And dude on the Engineer will get that bloodless kill. No counter coming in from the side of Donkey Kong as Silhouette. Not the best level 1 engaging hero. Not even skilling for hero. But they're not done just yet. They're going to go for the combo there. Dude Stun will get Geomancer to safety before that Keg did land following that fireball stun.
the Luna instantly picking up a rev ward, as I'm pretty sure they gave away. They have a ward behind the tower. Well worth it, because they got the bloodlust kill, obviously. A bit of a head scratcher by Hellborn team, as I'm pretty sure this ward of sight gave the information that Legion team sticked around with heroes. So
They're going for a kill here. Here's the fireball into the Keg stun and Silhouette. One more auto attack was needed. She'll get the tree grapple to safety. They were doing a little nifty thing there in the trees, kind of cutting it with the blights and the hatchet as they got in range there for the fireball. But not enough damage as Silhouette will use the health potion to get her HP back. But, before we have some more tri-lane action, I want to talk about the two 1v1 lanes. We have Monkey King versus Dampier, and then we have Riptide versus Midas down in the bot lane. So what do you think about the two solo lanes? Who does this favor necessarily with the current lane setups?
I'm a little surprised that Hex is running the Riptide in the bottom lane, because obviously there's no water in the bottom lane unless he creates it himself. And but obviously Riptide's still able to farm quite well on his own. But Monkey King versus Dampier, I think Monkey King has better spells early on to kind of harass Dampier out of the lane. But looks like Hellborn team is gonna rotate the Luna here, and Monkey King's going a bit aggressive here, and he might fall here. Oh, power throw gets missed, but Geomancer's also here.
Coming in from behind, Monkey King gonna fall. Too much pressure as he got a little careless there using his vault, perhaps trying to get enough gold for his bottle before the pressure started to pick up, as Luna was still only level 1. But we see the top room going to be camped by Revenant, going to find himself in invisibility, as he will most likely need to pick that one up.
Yeah, I think Hellborn made the right call here, where they got like the Legion Trilane is just way too strong, and their spells are so cheap that they can just box out any hero from laning, and so probably their captain said, "Forget it, guys. Let's just rotate our hero somewhere else." And here comes
Dick Stun in
Geomancer to the bottom lane.
Riptide taking a lot of pressure. He does not have the Undertow skilled. Will this be enough damage for a Bloodlust kill? There's the health pot going to prevent that as he survives with 12 life. And Geomancer not going to get in range for the final auto attack. Will he hunt him down here with the dig? Trying to find him here, but not going to be successful. Riptide will get himself the distance to the base.
I'm a little surprised DogHouse hasn't rotated one of their supports away yet, but I think it will happen eventually. As middle lane, a lot of pressure onto the Monkey King, but he does dodge the dig stun, so he's gonna be fine here.
Yeah, both the Dampier and the Aluna now out of mana. They used a good portion of their harassment. Monkey King gonna try to keep combating this 3 versus 1 mid lane with Geomancer constantly poking in for some dig stuns, but Midas, he's getting a good amount of space here in the bottom lane. He's farming around 300 gold per minute. We have another engagement here as the dig connects on the Monkey King. Yes, the bottle stip still ready to go. Will he get enough to safety? No, the power
Nice
throw.
power
That
throw.
was, I believe, a level 2 power throw connecting, and that will take out Monkey King once again for the second time. And that will slow him down, but he's still farming 18 creep kills. He's 230 gold per minute despite the 2 deaths and not doing ultimately that poorly.
Not too shabby.
Given the circumstances, but what do you think about Dude being 250 GPM on the second support, or on the main support rather?
Right, he obviously got that Bloodlust kill, I think, so that definitely helps him, but he has 3 last hits, so it has mostly been the Bloodlust kill, right?
I believe
but
so, yeah, with the Grave Locket as well, getting that early on.
pretty amazing nevertheless. Middle lane, Revenant
Middle
is trying to
lane,
gang
Yep.
the Dampier, but he's gonna uphill miss with Defile not even activated, so it wasn't gonna be a kill.
There's the bottle delivered from Luna with the Mystic Illusion rune. As again, Geomancer in the mid lane trying to set up possibly another rotation here. Geomancer, they're thinking about maybe going in for a kill here, but deciding not going to want to dive the tower here. So, what do you think we're going to see from Blacksmith this game? He's off to a good start. Top farmer of the game, 370 gold per minute. Are we going to see an early Staff of the Master? Will he look to build, you know, some build-up items like the Gnome's Wisdom, the Armor Boots, the Sorcery Boots, perhaps? What boots are we going to see first of all?
I do see the merit as bottom lane. Riptide's gonna get over here by the Geomancer.
Here. Yeah, the Dixon connecting. Might just following it up with a warp.
I do see some merit in the armor boots for Blacksmith, as he naturally has a lot of armor, and they do have a silhouette in the enemy team, but I think sorcery boots just makes a little more sense here. Silhouette's being shut down.
Over here, 2 TPs coming in. Engineer and Blacksmith could be in trouble. As the kickstun will land on the
Whoa.
Dampier. He actually flies to him, but gets stunned up regardless. Now Blacksmith, look at that. He's got the is that a level 3 frenzy? You talked about it. Look at how fast he is. He's 427 movement speed. He's just running around. He just runs past the Luna. Monkey King's like, bro, why aren't we fighting? Go back in.
There's a creep wave at the top area.
Yeah.
This is so weird. And
I can just hear Ozov's voice. My creeps now.
My creeps. Definitely. And they look like
donate a creep over to Ozov there.
yeah. And Silhouette is obviously on the struggle bus here, not being able to lane anywhere. He's just been jungling. Only 170 gold per minute, but he does have that level 3 Death Lotus now, meaning that he can clear jungle camps just a little bit faster.
Oh boy, here's a keg stun. It's going to be avoided there by Probus with that tree grapple, but will he be able to make the escape ultimately as the auto attacks are just extra blocks with it?
Middle lane.
Meanwhile, middle lane, yeah, we have Monkey King going down, but they're not done just yet. There's a dig stun onto the Revenant. Will they make this a second kill here? As Regen Rune up on the Dampier. He has a flight still available, but he's going to use it there on the creeps.
Right. I honestly think Donkey Kong's playing this quite smartly, because they're not trying to like save the Silhouette from being shut down here, because that's pretty much impossible at this point. they are trying to like grant their other cores the farm in order to carry until the silhouette gets his farm. So the Dampier being 350 GPM here is quite great for them.
Yeah, I definitely agree. So, you know, they're sacrificing the early game start on Silhouette in hopes that Dampier will kind of get the ball rolling for them, as well as the Midas, where we have JLMCARRYYOU currently trying to set up a dig stun. He's going to miss that onto the Riptide, as Midas also going for the transmute. Not going to connect.
I wonder what the plan is here for DogHouse, how they plan on rotating the lanes as we transition into the kind of later early game here, because I kind of feel like they need to kind of set up some more kills in other lanes other than the top lane.
Yeah, I mean, Riptide, he's starting to recover. He's 280 gold per minute. Monkey King still having kind of the worst of the three lanes, getting only 230 gold per minute out of it. But we see a possible gang setup here with the Revenant in the area. His invis is going to wear off, as they do have information from both sides. Aluna and Geomancer on this Horde of Sight being revealed next to the Midas here. So if they go for a dive, we could possibly see some TPs. Blacksmith currently halfway to his staff of the Master. Looks like he's rushing that staff, already up to 410 gold per minute, but still needing 2 more pieces.
As fast as possible. I want to see those multicast auto attacks.
Here we have Dampier jumping into the mid lane. There's a Kegstone deterring the follow-up from the Terrorize, as he doesn't get that one off.
Right. Midas sitting on kind of low mana here in the bottom lane. Kind of preventing them from setting up any kills, as you know, they were 3 heroes here earlier, and Geo's gonna get a read on the situation and counters ward here that was giving great information. Too far when the ganks are coming.
Yep, here comes the dig stun onto the Revenant. Now Geomancer, he's gonna find himself in no man's land, as there's actually 3 players here all along. But despite getting that ward countered, gonna just simply get outnumbered.
And Asaf is gonna steal some stacks in the Hellborn Woods here, as they have some aggressive vision over here, so he's able to do this, though a little bit slow.
Yep, so definitely taking away some resources, possibly from either the Silhouette or the Dampier. Speaking of Silhouette, she's still struggling, only 195 gold per minute. I think I'd like to see her pick up a bottle to kind of help her assist in that jungling, as well as picking up those Ghost Marchers eventually. But top rune will be picked up by Monkey King here, as he'll run into a Luna. Meanwhile, mid lane, Revenant fight over this tower. Dampier goes in with the full combo, he uses the Consume. Engineer going to stay alive, and they're looking to turn this one around. Was it bait all along? Dampier will fall, and the tower will get denied here. So no deep support coming in for Slaskade there, as he makes a dive there, kind of greedy for the possibility of that support kill in the Engineer.
And they give away their currently most important hero, and the tower gets denied. So that's really unfortunate for Donkekong there. 4 heroes in the bottom lane.
Actually, on the Riptide, he's going to get initiated on. Here's the transmute to follow. Silhouette is here. Gets the kill with the Death Lotus, as 4 players collapse onto the Riptide. He could not get off his undertow.
Blacksmith's finally taking out the top tower.
Yeah, there's Blacksmith. 1,500 gold saved up on him. As, well, 500 gold away from that staff, and you know what that means, Ramaty. We're going to possibly see the dice get rolled.
They say luck is a skill. Let's see if Znooki lives up to Dutch's RNG.
I was just going to say, we're going to have to hope that Dutch is watching this to see if who has the better luck here, Znooki or himself. But yeah, that item is around the corner here, 200 gold away, so finishing this creep wave will get him the amount of money he lacks. And you know, not only we talk about the multicast, but the ability for his right clicks, it does increase his farming speed as he gets the multicast off his auto attacks as well. So such a fantastic staff effect.
Right you are, and look at Asaf, he's been struggling mid lane, but ever since he rotated into Hellborn Jungler, he's now suddenly 340 GPM. Not even too shabby, so even though he was shut down, he was able to recover quite well.
Yeah, he's 350 gold per minute. Almost tied with the Midas here at 375. As
What?
Riptide, is he gonna get his TP stopped? He's sitting in the water here. Here comes Geomancer with the dig. There's a transmute, power throw, everything. This is
5
all
heroes here.
5 players. And boy, that's getting gotta be a little annoying there for Foz. He ends up falling back-to-back times here.
Right, he's taking over Asaf's role of feeding here. Just joking, obviously.
Mid tower is possibly gonna fall as Dampier jumps in. There's a mine trap gonna connect onto 2. That's some good damage. Dude is gonna bait it. Fall in response. Will Znooki be able to get the kill there on the Dampier? No, he will not, but Ozlov comes in with the slam and the dash, and the tower will end up falling here in favor of DogHouse as a transmute lands onto Monkey King. He will get power thrown down and he will fall, and this tower will most likely get denied here as Blacksmith, well, he's got his staff being delivered to him. Is he going to look to go back in here, possibly line up a couple of multicasts? There's one. Is he going to get a second one? Yes, it will be enough. Look at that burst damage coming in. Ramaty as the staff, the second application there of the fireball takes him out.
They're not done just yet.
On the silhouette, but Luna is in trouble and she will fall. It is 2 kills go in the way of Znooki there on that Blacksmith, and he is nearing the 500 gold per minute mark here, as he's now got 1100 gold in the bank on top of picking up that staff.
Show me more, Znooki. So far, so good for Znooki here, as he's the top farmer in the game by quite a margin here, over 100 GPM over anyone below him. That is his teammate Monkey King here, having recovered quite well, and they're gonna get this tier 2.
No multicast there. There's a Kexton from Engineer. Now, he is currently level 7 without an energy field. A little bit surprised by that. They're looking to turn this one around on Geomancer, who did use his stun. Crystal Field is down, locking down Dampier. Will they have the Blacksmith rather? Dampier will jump in. He will get the 1 kill. He's trying to hold his ground with the consume. Will he make it to safety? It looks like he will. The dig stun connecting onto both the Riptide and the Revenant. Here's the damage coming in from Donkey Kong as Silhouette joins the party, and they will bring down the Revenant. They will get the counter kill here onto Riftwalker, but here comes the 3-man mine trap coming in from Engine. Are you kidding me? Making a quad kill for Dude, and I think I might be losing my voice, Ramaty. Holy cow!
Oh
What a mine
God.
trap coming in from Engineer.
That's why I didn't skill energy field, to have those level 4 mines ready, and he just obliterates Halberd team over there. Oh my god, what a play by Dude.
Oh my god, I think I'm gonna have a heart attack, and my keybind for Here Comes the Boom, I'm holding my finger over the key. I want to press it so darn bad, but I won't do it.
Oh.
That is going to swing the momentum in their favor. 3,700 gold and 3,600 experience lead coming out for DogHouse now, as a huge quad kill coming out for Engineer boosts him up to 300 gold per minute.
Wow, and I could see during the fight, Dude was like, guys, teammates, come to me, I have these mines here. But his teammates ended up falling somewhere else, and then he just did it himself. What a player. Oh my god, that is definitely going to be a clip posted somewhere. And I can't wait to see it
Holy
again.
cow, my heart is just like throbbing. I don't even know if I can breathe at this point. That quad kill just really got me over the edge.
As we're ending the end of the tournament, sometimes we tend to lose energy, but that play just gave us all the energy back. Thanks, Dude. Shout out to you.
Shout out to Dude, indeed. Holy cow! But all right, let's get back to the game at hand here. We'll talk about some of the item pickups, as we have Monkey King finishing his Shaman's Headdress. He's sitting on 800 gold. Do you think we'll see the full barrier idol, or will he look to build into some follow-up item, something like the Dawnbringer, perhaps?
I think the barrier idol would make most sense here, because the Halberd team is quite magic heavy, save for the Silhouette obviously, but she's quite underfarmed still.
Okay, yeah, so we see the Steam Boots here and into the Life Tube, somewhat of the old school style Silhouette build. And Dampier, he's pulling 2,000 gold. It looks like we're probably going to see the Portal Key pick up here, as he's making his way over to the shop. Yeah, they're doing the Kongor here with the Blacksmith here.
He's both getting so much.
That's one of the benefits there of the Staff of the Master. It just makes Kongor so easy.
So quick.
And yeah, spreading that frenzy over to his entire team. Definitely assisting in that damage output. Fantastic Kongor steal there coming in from the side of DogHouse. And they already rotate over to their own Kongor with Riptide here, picking up the double damager. And I think it's safe to say he's going to need some team support here. I don't think he can do this necessarily by himself.
Yeah. He probably expected someone else to be with him there, but looks like Midas is gonna get low here in the bottom lane. Double multicast, so 4 times the fireball's done. He's not
I
catching
don't
up.
know, man. Dutch is gonna get a run for his money here at this rate. I think Znooki's hitting the multicast key pretty frequently, if you ask me.
Yeah, they say luck is a skill, and skill Snooki has a lot. So
Znooki has a lot of skill indeed. As well, he's still hovering around that 500 GPM mark, sitting at 470. But the team is saying, hey, we want to do Kongor. We want to get that token of life. Riptide in the area as well, as they are looking to do some ancients here on the blacksmith. But I think we're gonna see that Kongor number 2 in the near future here.
right, yeah.
As Monkey King in the mid lane currently cleaning out the creep wave.
And he's not gonna get jumped. Aluna was kind of looking, but in the end didn't find it. And have we talked about Midas picking up a Jade Spire yet? First item.
No, and I want to know your take on that item pickup.
I kind of disagree with it. At least as the first item, because it is not impactful enough right now
Right.
to
Yeah,
turn
I
his game around.
definitely
You know?
agree with you. If he had something like a Sheepstick or a Storm Spirit and he wanted extra cast range for that, I feel like there's some merit to it. But on its own right, as a primary use for a farming tool with extra range, I just don't see the usefulness of that item over something else, something like a tablet, a portal key, spell shards. You know, I think the list kind of goes on and on. I think there's just several better items that he could go for
Yeah.
outside of the Jade Spire. As we see a multicast coming in on the Dampier, another multicast coming in, both 2-time multicast, but Dampier will heal that one up with the portal key being used. They're getting him the distance to safety. And Token of Life Bound I picked up on the Blacksmith as they did finish their second Kongor there.
Snooki's not done. He's going in. He's speeding in there. But
Top lane, Monkey King, he's fighting the silhouette here. Here comes the second vault there as the shadow is forced out. Monkey King will fall. There's the multicast coming in, but not enough damage for a kill. A silhouette will TP to the base and most likely look to swap back. Here we have Kegaway coming in from Engineer, as I believe that might have been a multicast coming in. And Znooki, he wants more. He throws out the fireball onto Midas, and Riptide is here. Dampier comes in on the Riptide. Energy field is down. Riptide with the Astral AP will heal up, but he will get transmuted. And there's a double combo. Will it be a big combo coming in with the Crystal Field? Will it? It's going to be a hat trick coming through once again. As Znooki, he's got another fireball coming up in 4 more seconds. Buyback does happen from Slaske there on the Dampier as he jumps in on the Blacksmith. Will they have enough damage to bring him down? Mortification is down, and Dampier, he will fall, make it a quad kill for dude. Will we see another, or will we see an annihilation? This is the second quad kill
oh
coming
my
out
god,
for
what's
Engineer
happening,
here.
dude?
He has 322 gold per minute. Holy cow, if you told me that dude was going to get multiple quad kills here on the Engineer, I would have called you a liar, Ramaty.
Oh my, I wasn't even catching he's killing everyone here. I thought that the multicasts were doing the damage, but apparently it's all dude. And it looks like Hellborn team is going to try to jump here onto the
Engineer
mine
gonna kick
engineer.
himself backwards. Here comes a fireball into a mine as Blacksmith takes out that 1 kill. Defile applied to the Aluna. She is slowed up, and the keg is coming up in 1 more second. Dude trying to line it up, but they're not going to go for the dive here, as that one going to be very deep and next to the base.
I'd like to point out, Beans, that if they ever hit Lilac, he's gonna regen his HP back quite quickly as he picks up 3 life tubes.
Yes, we have the triple life tube build coming out from Revenant.
Yeah.
So, in your expert caster opinion, is he going for Ultor's Heavy Plate, Berry Rifle, and either Nullstone, Restostone, Cleaver? What is he going for? There's 5 items that life tube can build into.
Yeah,
He's
I
got
think
3 of
he
them.
just wants to keep his options open here. I am not quite sure what he's going to go for, and that confusion might also confuse DONKEKONG here, as they are not sure what he's going for. So he's being a great disruption here for the Hellborn mindset. As Bexis can do this.
Meanwhile, Blacksmith is taking out Silhouette. No big deal, by the way. The Black soloing the other team's carry.
5 times multicast in total, 2 times into 3 times. Quite a touchy there.
So we have a Pickled Brain picked up on Blacksmith, no doubt going to be into a Jade Spire, giving him that extra cast range where that becomes a definite nuisance. Meanwhile, in the top lane, we have Midas getting blown on by the Riptide here. He will get the warp to safety, but I don't know if he's going to get the distance here, trying to do the jug in the trees. He will end up falling there as another multicast comes in from Blacksmith. 2 times multicast there coming in from Znooki.
10,000 golden experience in 22 minutes in. I feel like this game is also snowballing in favor of Hex right now. Although Riptide is suffering quite a bit, being 0-5, only 300 GPM, but he's the only one that's suffering right now on this team as Monkey King picks up a haste rune. No, that's just his frenzy movement speed, sorry. And dude's probably looking to set up another mine trap here. Hopefully we see a third quad kill, making it probably a record of quad kills. And bottom lane, Blacksmith's gonna get jumped by the Crystal Field and Geomancer, and he's gonna go down here.
Yeah, they finally bring down the blocks, but they give over a bound eye to the side of Donkey Kong. Pick that one up. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Silhouette, she's trying to make the escape. She'll use the shadow here. She's going to swap back to it. There's a heal coming in from Midas, and it looks like she actually will survive there. Just a little bit too tanky with the steam boots. Not having the null stone just yet, but definitely still a little bit too tanky.
They're gonna look to disengage here as Dampier and Geomancer are pushing the bottom lane, but beware, Blacksmith is respawning in 20 seconds, can't stick around too much as Dampier boards on home. He does pick up a spell shards here on top of his portal key, so he's looking to be more of a threat. Now obviously earlier he did buyback and die again, which probably hurt his farm a lot. Yeah. Not where he wants to be right now, and he sells his spell shards and is looking to pick up a staff, possibly to give it, but I actually prefer the spell shards over the staff here.
So yeah, he actually sold it. It looks like he'll be going for the staff. I think the spell shards had some merit to it, as there was a shamans on Monkey King as well as investments on the Blacksmith. But hold that thought as we have Revenant going down here. Quadruple life cube, not going to save him, at least for now, as the energy field was down and it was killed right away. But no further chase going to happen here for Donkey Kong as
Luna spots that Monkey King with the eye.
Monkey King's trying to bait to the
oh no.
to the,
but
the mines
she sees
there.
the mine, right? Yeah. So, okay, good. I thought they were gonna walk into. Awesome. Just get the kill on
Geomans are gonna fall here to Monkey King as Dampier not able to get the counter kill. Monkey King still not done. Just said he's gonna fear up the Monkey King. As
Aslas feeling
TBs
confident. Perhaps a little bit too overconfident here. As he's in the tier 2 tower right now, but looks like no PK of Midas is gonna not allow them to catch Asaf here, and he gets away with all his movement speed as Monkey King.
So another Kongor attempt in the works here from the DogHouse. I was actually, I was just watching the stream catch up on the delay there. I saw the quad kill coming in, the first quad kill coming in originator.
When you have to say the first quad kill, you know the game is amazing.
Yeah, there's the full Dawnbringer on Monkey King, so he does go for that, following his Shaman's not going to go for the full barrier idol. But looks like the Kongor are going to be stopped here. They get it to about half life, not feeling confident to finish taking that Kongor down. But Staff picked up on Engineer. That's a pretty nice one. I'm sure you're familiar with how that one works.
Yeah, I think it's a great item. Perhaps will allow Duder to get another quad kill. As Monkey King jumps to
Monkey King here. Geo should be just fine. He's got the dig stun. There we go.
It looks to be a fight cooking here.
Oh
as
boy,
Aluna
Luna
walks into the
could be in some
Blacksmith.
trouble. Jade Spire not completed yet on the Blacksmith, but there's the slow from Riptide. This Bound Eye going to drop over back to the side of DogHouse as they do bring down the Luna there. And I think that's going to queue up the Kongor finish here. Now, will they look to take this fight? This is definitely an opportunity that Donkey Kong has to possibly get themselves some kills if they're able to line this up correctly. Shadow coming in from Silhouette. Will she swap to it? There's the boulder coming in from Kongor as Monkey King going to be taken down very low. There's the energy field coming down from Engineer, and they will get the kills onto both Dampier and the Geomancer. Silhouette is now in trouble. She will be forced to fall back. She does tree grapple, and she will fall. It is a genocide coming out for the DogHouse. The concede vote comes out, and that's going to mean game number 2 comes to a conclusion. Ramaty, DogHouse leads this one 2-0, and they are 1 game away from winning themselves the first place prize here in the ClanTour. So, final thoughts there on game number 2.
And great multicast by Znooki. I think Dutch is feeling proud if he's watching this or if he hears about this. And of course, the MVP, the best engineer in the game, Duder, getting 2 quad kills. Not only 1, but 2 insane Mindtrap quad kills. Not even only Mindtraps, but also in the team fight. Just amazingly played. And 11 kills for him. Very well played. And Donkey Kong, I think it's time to bring out the cheese secret strategies if you have anything up your sleeve, because this Hex team is not looking to be stopped.
Yeah, definitely going to have to whip up something out of their sleeves indeed, as they are going to need to win 3 straight games here in this best of 5, down 2-0. But this will conclude game 2. We'll go on a short break, and we will be back here in the finals with game number 3 coming up soon, ladies and gents.
Captain's pick.
This finals of the ClanTour being played by Donkey Kong versus the DogHouse, being casted by What You Got, joined by ramaty, being hosted by Clantons. As we are in the 3rd game of this final series, the DogHouse is up 2-0. We will see how Donkey Kong responds, or will DogHouse take this 3-0. We're flying through the bands already, as we see Ophelia, Draconis, Gladiator, Lodestone, and Tempest. Beans, what do you think of the bands?
Is that really what I sound like? Come
I don't know.
on. Oh
I'm
my
sorry.
god,
I'm
really?
trying to be hype. I'm sorry.
2 times now you try to imitate me? Why you do this to
But
me, man? Okay, anyway, jokes aside, Dr. Repulse are going to be the final band there. But yeah, as my co-caster, the one and only Ramaty has just said, this
hey,
is now game 3 here of the finals of the ClanTour #1 tourney between Donkey Kong here on the Legion side, taking on DogHouse here on the Hellborn side. Donkey Kong's going to need to pull a couple of rabbits out of their hat, Ramaty. They are down 2 games here. They need to win at least one of these to keep the series going if they want to get that first place prize. But, you know, Doghouse, if they win this next game, that will mean they will be our winner here with the first place prize. But enough of that. We are underway. We talked about the bands here. We got a couple of junglers band out, as well as the Gladiator. The same bands coming out here from Doghouse. Draconis, Lodestone, and Dr. Pulsar, which I believe were also the same 3 bands from the last game. But, well, we have a scrap first pick coming out from Znooki over there on Doghouse. What do you think we're going to see moving forward with the scrap first pick?
right. I'm not sure if Snooki heard us say that Stark's team is the only one playing Scrap, and he's like, oh, I can do this myself. But overall, they might do some cheesy push lineup, or they just value the Scrap as a hero that can get a lot of farm by itself. And there can be some strategies built around the Scrap. So
Oh, God, you know what I just thought of?
what?
They're going to do Scrap Nomad.
Can you explain the synergy?
They want to prove that they can win with long lane Scrap Nomad. I'm wild card predicting Nomad here.
Oh
Don't
my
at me.
god.
Don't at
Okay.
me.
Okay. You must know something I don't.
This is my bold prediction of the match. Don't at me, Ramaty.
Is there a story behind this, or is this just something they want to do?
So back in the Paradise League tournament many months ago, this goes back to last year. They ran a Nomad Scrap long lane, and it was disastrous. They got absolutely crushed. And well, when we got a chance to talk with them, they were like, "Yep, it didn't work." They were just frank about that. But definitely trying to make some oddball kind of picks, kind of work out there. But we'll see if they actually end up picking the Nomad and going for that strategy. But anyway, enough about what could happen. Let's talk about what actually is happening. We have Magnus and Gauntlet going to be picked up here by the side of Donkey Kong. Gemini and Behemoth going to be the second and third picks there. So definitely picking up some very comfort heroes for them nonetheless, as we have seen a lot of Behemoth from Doghouse in the most recent scrims. They do like to put that not only on Ozoff in the offlane, but they do run that on Lilac there for the second support. So very flexible with the Behemoth. But But what do you think about the Magnus Gauntlet pair of initiators that they picked up so far on Donkey Kong?
I think Magnus is always great to pick up in any lineup. It just can play so many different situations so good. So I definitely agree with picking that up. Gauntlet, obviously, good solo kill potential, and the two initiators do synergize well together as Magnus can set up a stun into a Gauntlet hook early game. So a lot of potential for ganking in the early game, and that's about it. And we are flying through the second ban phase already.
Yeah, and they also have Gemini picked up for Fa, which is I don't think he's got a chance to play too much Gemini this tournament. It's been banned against him quite frequently, so he finally gets his hands there on the Gemini. We'll see what he can get done with that pick here in game 3. But Andromeda, Artillery, and Blitz going to be banned out here from Donkey Kong Sir Bensington. Swiftblade and Moon Queen going to be banned out from the Doghouse. Anything really standing out to you there or surprising you with the bans?
Artillery is one of them. I think Artillery is the hero that's kind of efficient against push lineups with the all-around, but I don't really see it played in general that often. So maybe Home just wanted to ban the first 3 heroes on the hero pool, but
Oh yeah,
overall,
he literally banned Andro Artillery Blitz, the
yeah.
top corner of the. That's actually funny. I didn't notice that. But we have Valkyrie into Torture into Nitro. Donkey Kong's lineup is now complete. What do you think about the full set of picks there? As
Okay,
before you answer that, I just want to mention we have Balfagor and Nighthound, the final 2 picks coming out from the
that's very
side of Doghouse.
that's very DogHousey. And yeah, so regarding the Legion draft, Nitro is definitely one of those heroes that is kind of a wildcard hero. Like you don't see it often. So if you're gonna pull that hero out and dominate the game with it, now is the time. So I kind of agree with them picking that up. And regarding the Hellborn lineup, it is very interesting how they get the Nighthound and the Balfagor themselves. As I've played against their Nighthound before, and it's such a nuisance to deal with. You have to, you don't have to, but the supports usually buy a lot of rep wars to counter it, spending a lot of resources, and by itself, that is already almost worth picking the hero.
Yeah, so they're gonna have that like secondary support roaming style of Nighthound, very very disruptive once the laning phase kind of develops as he kind of roams around. But looks like we will be seeing offlane Behemoth here, Gemini in the mid lane. No, actually Balfagor in the mid lane. Gemini gonna be most likely going to the top lane with Scrap and possibly Nighthound. We see 4 players from Donkey Kong up here. Will this be a Valkyrie tri-lane, as it looks like Nitro will probably be going to the mid lane to solo the Balfagor, and then we have Gauntlet going into the short lane there to go against the Behemoth, which more or less should be a fairly free lane for him. But Valkyrie, Torturer, Magnus tri-lane, is that going to be scary for the side of Doghouse?
Valkyrie is also kind of. I'm not a fan of the hero, honestly, because while I do think Valkyrie Prism is a great ability, the arrow is just a bit hit or miss, literally. And well, the hero doesn't offer much besides that, and looks like they're going for the Bloodlust
Magnus
skill.
gonna go in for the Lava Surge here as he's got the Marchers picked up. Gonna stun up the Scrap. Here comes an arrow from the support Valkyrie as Torture comes in with the chain reaction stun. Torture will get the Bloodlust kill as that's being played by Probusk there. And Nighthound and Gemini are here looking to do some return pressure. They are between the towers. Here comes the Twin Fangs jump onto Torture. The chain reaction stun landing onto both, but Nighthound, will he get the kill? Gemini does fall. Torture, one more auto attack needed with those Toxic Claws. He will fall. And Valkyrie getting returned on by the Zoomerang from Scrap. Got one more coming up in 3 more seconds. No leap available, so if this slow is enough, will they be able to secure this kill here onto Valkyrie? Nighthound needs to at least get in range for some toxic
Another slow in 1
hits.
second, so they're got
There's another Zoomerang slow, yeah. So they actually make it a 2 for 2 in the end, despite getting bloodlusted there in favor of the region side Donkey Kong.
I do believe they ignore the Horde creep wave for that action. It's kind of funny that nobody is caring about the creeps. And it is kind of in favor of Donkey Kong, but the golden experience have already been made up.
Here comes the regurgitate in the mid lane. Cookies being swamped by Balfour. Nitro could be in some trouble. Now the block's coming in from the Cookies, and look at that harassment. He's gonna go in for the final auto attack. Did they actually let this kill go is the question. Nitro as 50 life. It looks like he'll be just fine. I thought for sure he was actually gonna fall there, but the 3 is a crowd giving him that that extra movement speed there, saving his life.
Right, and looked like Lilac was gonna time his final attack just at the end of that our tree's crowd, I think, but it wasn't. He wasn't able to get it. As
Top
he
lane, we
missed.
have a dive coming in on the scrap with just the Valkyrie and the Magnus, not even needing the assistance of Torture there for that kill there. Bottom lane, Nighthound is here with the Toxic Claws Behemoth. Has a fissure ready to go. He's gonna line that one up. Gauntlet, will he be able to make the escape though? He uses the Infernal Instability here, punches the creep wave, but not gonna get him to safety as the pounce comes in from Nighthound, hitting level 2 there.
If someone tells me we're gonna be seeing roaming Nighthound in the finals of a Horn tournament like a year ago, I would call him a liar, but Hex has been consistently making this roaming Nighthound, even the scout, work, and I am absolutely amazed by this.
More painful memories from you, bringing up the scout?
Yeah, it's just ramaty PTSD session over.
Don't beat yourself up too hard there. But anyway, we have Scrap here in the mid lane trying to set up a flank kill on the Nitro Balfour with the demonic pathogen level 1. Will they look to set up a kill here as he's possibly thinking about going in? He spawns the corpse conversion here. Scrap is coming in from the flank. There's a mousetrap into a Zoomerang. The stun is going to land on the creeps, not the Nitro, but it's not going to be enough. Or, well, it will be enough, rather. It won't be enough to get Nitro the distance, rather. He will fall as Scrap gets credit for that kill. And we now have a 3-4 hero kill lead in favor of the Doghouse.
I might be getting a bit tired, but I just noticed that Torture is farming in the top lane instead of Mag or Welk, which kind of
I said that.
yeah, so I'm definitely
Wake up,
tired.
man! Yeah, it's Probus playing the Torture. He's actually doing quite well. 380 gold per minute. He's the top farmer of the game.
Middle lane.
As we see middle lane action. Body blocks coming in from the Magnus. Nitro gonna use the blast off, knocking him backwards. Will Valkyrie be able to line up the arrow? No, he will not. Zoomerang also missing from the scrap.
And Nighthouse 3-0 is doing quite amazing. He's 260 gold per minute. He's picking up boots soon, and that gives him a little more chase potential with his toxin calls. So looking forward to where he ganks next, which is probably gonna be the mid lane as he's rotating over.
Yeah, and are you surprised that they don't have any Wards of Revelation down at this point to kind of spot out these ganks coming in? As they have
In the
Nighthound
middle lane,
coming in
yeah.
with the cloud there. Valkyrie gonna go down.
Yeah, it's really tough spotting the Nighthound, but even if I learned this in
Auto attacks
recent
coming in. There's the
games.
slow from the Toxin Claw. Scrap trying to line up the Mousetrap. Very well placed there from Duder. As doesn't have the Zoomerang up, but that's not going to matter. And it's an ultimate warrior streak coming in from the Nighthound.
an arrow. Okay, it's gonna be
Not enough vitamins on the arrows. It does end up falling short there.
So even if you place a rev ward down in the middle lane, which is obviously, I would say, necessary, the Nighthound can still jump at you from fog and get some damage off of you. And there's not a lot one can do about it, but obviously this is not an uncounterable strategy, so...
Top lane, we have a dive coming out on the Torture. Nighthound gonna take some tower pressure, but he will be just fine. And Scrap, I think he's gonna go down here. Final auto attack comes in from Torture. Mousetrap not gonna be enough damage there for a return kill.
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, I think Legion needs some rotation going their way as they are not topping the GPM charts too much. Obviously the Torture is the top farmer in the game, but the others not doing too well.
Yeah. Gauntlet only on 250 gold per minute. Speaking of him, he's gonna get stunned up here by the Behemoth, but Magnus is here stunning him up as well. Can Behemoth make the escape here? He does have a shockwave with the chalice. There he goes in. Will this be enough
Oh
damage?
my
Yes,
God.
it will. The Rage takes him out. 2 versus 1. Azov making the plays as Magnus with another. Scrap going to fall to the 2-2 tower.
What a play by Asif, by the way. I didn't catch that. I was just a little distracted for a second, but was very well played by Asif there in the bottom lane.
So Nighthound is jungling the easy camp, killing the Snotters.
Kill the Snotters.
250 gold per minute.
Not too shabby. 4-0-3. Has been in 7 out of 9 kills for Hellborn, being an absolute nuisance for the Legion team, making them constantly fear for their lives.
So, three players around 300 gold per minute or so for the side of Hellborn. Gemini leading the way now with 340 gold per minute. He has the full steam boots picked up. Gauntlet, he's going to get gone on here by the Nighthound Club, but he will himself the distance there as he
Here
is
comes
level
Crab
6 with a Gauntlet Blast. He's going to miss the hook here. Magnus coming in. He's going to get stunned up by the Mousetrap as Valkyrie leaps in, trying to line up the arrow, not going to connect. Chain Reaction stun also missing, just not finding that opening.
Just barely missing the chain reaction as Fisher comes in, doing some damage to the Magnus, but not really anyone else, as they don't have a ref here, so this Nighthound's really scouting out their movements here. Well, kind of. I think he's anticipating a ref, but they don't actually have one. Magnet's gonna run into the Scrap.
With the Lava Surge here, there's a hook on the Scrap, there's the Gauntlet Blast. But they're gonna turn it around with the pounce, and Ozub on the Behemoth. Is he gonna make the escape here as he uses the Golden Apple? One more auto attack needed. Tries to deny himself, and he will be successful. Gemini is now here, gets the 1 kill onto the Magnus, and they're looking to possibly make this more. But Nighthound gonna get spotted out there by the ultimate of Nitro, the Overdrive, and they do make it a 2-for-2 exchange there. Well, a 2-for-1 I'm going to call it actually, because Behemoth did deny 2 the neutral creeps. There's a Twin Sun landing onto the Nitro with that Vorticide down, and the dog form will be enough damage for that kill. Will they be able to pursue the next kill here on the Valkyrie with Scrap leading the way here? It doesn't look like it.
Right, and they see the Gauntlet come up with that great Vorticide as he's looking to get a hook onto this dog here, and he's gonna be just too short here as Regen responds in the bottom rune, and Gemini is looking to pick it up and perhaps turn this around onto the Legion team as Magnus is running to no man's land here, and he's going to get picked off here, I think. Lava Surge stun is still on cooldown for 3 seconds, and he's just kind of playing with them here.
He lines it up beautifully. There's a chain reaction, it's not connecting on from Gauntlet, and Gemini will get bursted down by the arrow, but will this come at a cost as they are on the hunt here? 3 players still alive. Valkyrie going to deny herself to this easy camp. This easy camp's just being the victim of everyone. Here comes the Shockwave, going to deal some damage as Nighthound jumps in once again with a Cloud and a Pounce, slowing up the Gauntlet, but no mana currently on the Scrap as Nitro is now here. Here comes Balfagor though, baby, and he puts down the Nitro with that demonic pathogen. Here comes the stun from Magnus, taking out the Nighthound, and Balfagor, will he look to use the cell on Neworth? Currently only 4 charges on that as the impalement will wear off here from the Torture. The Cookie's leading the way. Will they be able to get the kill there? There's the Hell on Neworth under the Ward of Revelation, the demonic pathogen, and Magnus will fall. The arrow not going to connect there. And it will now be a 15-7 hero kill lead coming out from the Doghouse as they're thinking about possibly doing a dive here on the Torture. Probusk is in some trouble. Gemini is trying to line up the stun. He will line it up as the arrow will connect onto Scrap. Overdrive going to be used here as well. They do take out the Scrap as Gauntlet. He's going to get first down by the dog. Gemini double tap coming out for Fa there as Nitro. He is now all by himself with Valkyrie, and the Twin Fangs jump will miss the Valkyrie there. There's the, oh my god, the body block coming in from Balfagor. He's going to do the sleep, but he is stuck in the creep trap, and Valkyrie is going to do all the jukes that she wants, but it's not going to be enough to get her to safety. Gemini will get that kill. He even asks for mercy, but mercy you shall not have.
Yeah, DogHouse not looking to have any mercy today as they are diving the tier 2 tower onto the level 3 Magmas 11 minutes in. You really don't want to be level 3 11 minutes in, but unfortunately he's
Gauntlet
going
Blast
to be...
catching the Balthagor, gets hooked backwards. Hella Newerth gonna connect onto several heroes as Nighthawk takes that arrow. Decent damage coming out pending that Balthagor death. Gemini will clean up here, getting a double tap onto both the Gauntlet and the Torture, and now Valkyrie will fall to the Nighthound as Nighthound picks up a double tap there, getting that first kill initially on the Magmas. So 3 or 4 kills go in the way of DogHouse there as they sacrifice their scrap and their Balthagor there. Balthagor
Right.
looks like going to use a buyback and get back into the farming up there in the top lane.
Yeah, it's going to pressure that as action hasn't stopped yet. Behemoth going onto the Nitro, but the Fisher Stun's gonna unfortunately miss as he had no vision on the Nitro. And now the Overdrive is coming in onto the Behemoth. He's taking a lot of damage, but not enough to kill him just yet. But here comes Magmas, possibly going to line up that Lava Surge stun as it's gonna be enough for the Behemoth kill. And also
Buyback
just
coming in from Behemoth.
yeah. It's it's a snowball buyback as they want to keep fighting, I suppose. And
Yeah, you know,
23 to
I
11.
swear we're spectating Forest of Caldivar Ramaty. I keep saying that this isn't Mid Wars, but sometimes I
Yeah.
just don't know what I'm spectating.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, DogHouse is definitely one of those teams that love to just fight, and it's been for the past 2 minutes non-stop action as Nighthound's scouting out the entire rotation here from the Legion team, and the other dog really wants to go far, but here comes the Valkyrie invis as Valkyrie is going to die right away, and the Legion team's looking to go onto this Gemini as
Here's the
Gauntlet
Gauntlet
Blast
Blast
comes in.
connecting there. They're going to be able to burst down the Gemini there with the Infernal Instability. Two-man line still coming in from the Magmas, but will he be able to survive here as the fish are stunning him up? Nitro putting in the auto attacks here, but meanwhile, this is going on.
Lucky
Balthagor
in the
takes
top
out
lane.
2 towers in the top lane. Nitro trying to get the kill here on the scrap as he uses the blast off onto Behemoth with the overdrive, and Behemoth will fall once again. Gonna use that second buyback now.
Yeah, it looks like both teams are content just kind of brawling here as two-man Fisher Stun comes out. Magnus almost dies to that boomerang, or zoomerang. Yeah, zoomerang.
Boomerang, yep.
As Nighthound's coming in for that
the
kill.
base here in the top lane as Timothy's done.
Nighthound's nice.
That's going to mean the hook misses as the blast up kicks him backwards. There's a nice wall from Behemoth kind of blocking or splitting up the team fight. Will Gauntlet be able to go down here is the question. He's stuck behind this wall, but they're not going to connect the dots here as Gemini does pursue the kill. He will get the kill there with the damage as there's a buyback coming in from Gauntlet. Balthagor meanwhile still pushing the top lane. This
He's
tower
getting
is
the
going
tier
to fall.
1. Oh my god.
Gauntlet going to the TVs. That looks funny.
Magnus just kind of walking up to Balthagor and TPing out. I suppose both teams are tired, so they're just kind of having fun with this.
Balthagor gonna get stunned up here. Looks like he's gonna go down. The ding ding came out.
The ding ding
Nighthound goes down over in the jungle area to the Nitro, but he does end up falling to Gemini. Meanwhile, we have several buybacks happening. Second and final buyback from the Balthagor. First one from the Nighthound. As we have the fight continuing here in the mid lane. Magma's gonna stun away.
Concede vote comes out by the Legion team. Random concede vote.
Arrow gonna hit onto Gemini. We're seeing the good nights being called.
They're saying good night. Is this the end of the tournament
GGs
here?
don't matter until we hear it come from Probusk. No
Here the fat lady
GGs.
seems.
It doesn't look like we're gonna see any GGs coming from Probusk. Just the disconnect sign, unfortunately.
Too
As
bad.
You know
too
what,
bad.
Ramaty? We had a pretty exciting series here, finishing off this anticlimactic game 3. But the DogHouse are going to be your winner here in the ClanTour #1 tournament here, taking out Donkey Kong in the finals, 3-0. So, final thoughts there on the finals and the series overall.
I think DogHouse have really proven what I was already kind of suspecting, that they're currently the best team around the scene. And if anyone's doubting that, just look at this tournament. They took out any and all competition coming their way, even if there was a really feisty opponent, so to say, Team Tim coming in, taking their only game off, I think. Team Team was the only team being able to beat them a single game, but they even overcame that. And in the finals, they just completely rolled Donkey Kong here. And so, very well played by the Doghouse. Congratulations.
Definitely congratulations indeed, as they had very solid performances throughout all of their round matches here. And definitely had a very promising showing against Team Tim, as you pointed out, giving them their only loss there in semifinal number 2. They had to overcome that one game deficit, as they did bring that one back to 2 games in a row. So big props to them there. Donkey Kong, big props to them for making it to the finals, but unfortunately falling short, still netting themselves that second place prize. So congratulations to them as well for an exciting series. I'm trying to get a hold of the Doghouse. We'll see if we can get an interview going uh, with with our winners here. So I'm not getting any response, at least just yet. So we'll see if we can line up an interview. But anything else you want to talk about in terms of the finals there, or even any of the other series there, Ramaty?
I'm kind of disappointed in this anticlimactic ending, not gonna lie to you, if I'm being honest, but overall, it is hard to keep going for as long as these teams have been playing today. So it's understandable that they and the last game was a bit anticlimactic. But um, in terms of talking about things,
Hmm.
um, I just really would like to point out how different every team is played in this tournament. You couldn't name 2 teams that had the similar style. So I would like to ask you whether you think that Han is at the stage right now where more heroes are viable than ever, or at least in recent times.
Definitely, I think the balance currently in Han is very, very good. We definitely see, even from all of the series, different bans in every single game. We aren't seeing the same couple of heroes always picked or banned, and especially with a team like Doghouse here as our winners, we get to see them, trying out all these different strategies, picking up different heroes every single game. So, it's not like you can ban away their comfort heroes. They always have more up their sleeves, as you like to call it. But it looks
Right.
like we're trying to get the interview here. It looks like we have gotten a response from Doghouse now, so it's only I. Yeah, go ahead. How you doing there, Znooki?
I'm doing good. I'm
Welcome.
doing good.
Congratulations to your team
Congratulations.
winning
Thank you.
ClanTour number 1. Torny, you guys net yourself the first place prize, which I believe is 75% of that $1,000 prize pool. So congratulations to you. How are you feeling?
Feeling good. It's always fun to win, and uh, proud of my team's performance today. So it's, semifinals was a bit hard, but we managed to ban the Clang Simba and proceed through winning.
Yeah, so let's talk about that semifinal number 2. We got a chance, myself and Ramaty, to cast that 3-game series. That was one hell of a series that you guys had with Team Tim, as you pointed out. So you guys ended up losing that game number 1. That was obviously a very difficult game for you guys. But what were you guys thinking, going into game number 2? Were you guys just feeling calm? You were like, guys, we need to kind of do our thing, or what was kind of going on?
Um, we knew they're gonna do the 4-1 strat where they just protect Imba, um, and we haven't played much against them. We only scrimmed them once, and then they ran a Tundra with GMC. We felt like we split pretty much, so that was so annoying against us. So we just removed that one, but apparently the keeper was even more annoying, protecting the towers with his Q spell and healing
So
up.
Yeah.
it's fair to say that you didn't expect that lineup yet.
Um,
So it wasn't a conscious decision that you let them have like the keeper.
I saw it earlier today, so I knew that they might pick it, but it's actually more annoying to play against than you think it is.
Yeah, I played against it earlier too in a scrim, and my man, my, it is quite a tall order playing against that.
Yeah. I were actually planning on picking Salforis the game one, but he banned it last ban, and then we could kind of checkmate it.
Okay.
But we got him in game 3-2. I don't remember.
So after losing a game to Team Tim, what goes on in your mind as a captain? Do you kind of reset and tell your team to just calm down and you just draft something really safe that you're comfortable with, or do you perhaps go for some kind of wildcard strategy that you have up your sleeve?
I mean, we play so much. We don't have to do wild card shit. We know what we're doing. We just messed up game 1. We split the farm on 2 heroes game 2, and it turned out a lot better. Game 3
Right.
as well. We have Tremble and so forth farming. So when they have all, put everything on Imba, we just put it go late game and out farm them. It's super hard to fight into their 4-man 5-man rotations. So just juking out rotations and trying to out farm is what we did.
So okay, so you guys drafted the Balfagor Doctor Repulsor lineup. That one was really fun to watch. Well, I love watching Balfagor myself, but you guys also got that really good start on Fa. I think he even had the 13 kill streak going. You guys definitely feeling pretty good, I think, in that game as you guys brought the pressure to Team Tim in that one.
Yeah, super glad they didn't trial-in the Doctor, that they picked Warby's last pick, because then we would be struggling more. But Fa got totally free farm, and he just said, pick me Doctor, I win. So we did.
Yeah, definitely. It worked out very, very well. And then you talked about the Lord Self Forest in the game following that. So were you surprised that Team Tim let you completely free farm in that game? They did not make any attempts to really shut you down, and you just kind of had free reign, roaming around your jungle, taking out those stacks throughout the entire early game.
Yeah, because you can't do that. Sulfuris farms so fast. Like with his at level 7, you can pretty much kill a double stack triple camp faster than Draconi. So you can't really let Sulfuris do that. I think they should have contested the long lane, at least making me struggle a bit, because I could just rush the mana boots and spam my Q. And yeah, you see how that went. I think I was like 800 GPM that game.
Yeah, we were actually making jokes about how you almost hit the 800 GPM mark. You picked the Draconis in the game following that, and you said, well, or Ramaty said, well, hey, he's heard me say I can't get higher GPM. We thought you were going to break the barrier perhaps with that hero, as we've seen what you're capable of in previous tournaments on that one. But you still had a great game, finishing with 537 GPM. That one was a rather quick game, so I guess you weren't able to necessarily break that mark. But I want to talk about the second game of this last series here, where you guys picked the Blacksmith tri-lane. Where did that idea come from? That was a really fun game to watch overall, as it had a lot of entertainment factor with the 2 quad kills coming out from Dude. What was like, another
Yeah.
question is, what was Discord like after that kind of thing happened? That was pretty
Man,
nuts.
we went mad. That was such a sick mind trap. And Dude even called it. Look, I'm gonna quad kill. Look. So that was pretty fun. And the trial, well, we played a lot of Blacksmith Engineer. We know that
I've been in your team in TMM
Yeah.
for that one, so I've seen
and we know
you
that's
carried me
super
pretty
strong.
well with that one. Thanks for doing that.
No problem. We know that's pretty strong because staff on NG and staff on Blacksmith are both good staff effects. And you don't, like, you snowball so hard on Blacksmith if you have like a semi-carry mid. And we had Monkey mid, so we just put the Revenant trial in as well when we saw the silhouette. Because when you pressure silhouette this much, you can't really do what silhouette does, like go around and gank with his illusions and pick up runes and be a nuisance.
Anything behind the quadruple life tube revenant, or should we not look into that too much?
We wonder the same thing. Like, I have no idea why Chris bought it, but it worked out, I guess.
We started listing off every item that has a
Yeah.
life tube component, and we weren't
theorizing.
really sure. We were theorizing some possible item builds.
I stopped questioning what Chris does like 3-4 months ago. Like I want to pick him like solid supports, but he picked me like pick me Scout Rome, pick me Knight on Rome, and I do it and it works. So why not?
Yeah, speaking of the Scout one, Ramaty for the Pandas got to face that one yesterday.
Yeah,
Little
great.
salt in the wound.
Just when we
reminding
thought
him
we
of,
banned the Night Hound against you, you just pick up the other Invis here and run with it. It was fun.
Yeah, those are some funny games to commentate.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, the last game there, you guys just kind of took care of business and finished off the series there. So finishing off 3 games to nothing, you guys didn't drop a game in the finals. I'm sure that was a nice relief for you guys.
Yeah, we were most worried about the semis, to be honest. I think Team is our hardest opponent in this, especially this tournament. So I think the Imbas team was definitely the hardest team.
Were there any surprises for you this tournament in terms of how some of the series went, or anything as you were spectating some of the other matches going on?
I guess the only surprise was how effective Imbas. Like we knew what they were gonna do, but how annoying and effective it actually is a different thing. Like just planning how we're gonna play against them and actually playing against them is a different thing. But we knew how to execute it the other games. So
Uh,
I guess that was the biggest surprise this tournament, that we lost so
do you
hard.
think you'll think up a strategy against that lineup, or are you just gonna ban it every time?
We'll see. We'll see. Oh, right. At the second game, I didn't have time to figure out how to deal with keepers. I just banned it. Why
Definitely.
not?
Yeah.
It's probably a way to deal with it, but why not just ban it?
So I had suggested sending like one hero that can kind of deal with his minions to just kind of solo against him. But either way, he still kind of gets to deny farm by doing the pulling, so it does become very annoying to deal with. And you guys picked up the Solstice in that game. I was thinking to myself, well, Solstice has a really good way to clear the creeps with his Solar Slash. I saw, many times you were kind of man fighting the keeper. He would hit you, root you, and you would just kind of heal yourself back up. So you had a really good early game, but you guys still did put a support up against that lane, utilizing one of your supports up there. Um, so my initial thought was possibly sending some kind of like aggressive tri lane, or even having maybe a jungler in that case. I don't know if your thoughts kind of agree with that or whatnot, but that's what I had initially thought when seeing the keeper pick.
I mean, we wanted some experience on Blitz before rotating mid, but when he rotated mid, it
Right.
was already too late. Like Flux, I think Flux Andro, was it that? And Magnus, they were putting too much pressure mid on Bensikta. We had no farm on Bensikta the game, and Solstice is not a fast farmer, especially trading between nighttime and daytime. So
Yeah. We saw you guys do a lot of good things in that game, utilizing the daytime, taking out their stacks. I believe it was at the 12-minute mark. There were some nice highlights for that game, but ultimately, flanks just became a little bit too scary there. But yeah, Ramaty, you have any other questions for Znooki? I think I'm running out of questions, as we kind of covered the last 2 series pretty
Yeah,
well there.
and I'm sure it's getting late for everyone. So I'm just gonna ask you any final shout outs, any last words you would like to speak here on stream.
shout out to you guys actually for casting, and shout
Oh,
out to
thank you.
Clantons for hosting this tournament. Shout out to my team as well. Like always fun to see some tournaments in home again. Like a lot of people still enjoy and love this game just for a hobby, but it's still a lot of fun to see tournaments getting hosted. So thanks a lot.
Thank you indeed for the shout out as well. And you guys always, with your unique drafts, always kind of being entertaining for not only the viewers but for us as casters. We are always kind of sitting there thinking to ourselves, what is DogHouse exactly thinking? What are they trying to do here? As we try to predict kind of what you guys do with the laning setups and whatnot. So that's always fun for us as well.
Are you able to ever guess where Draconis is going?
Um,
No.
I will say I made a bold prediction, not about Draconis, but I thought you guys were gonna pick Scrap Nomad in the last game,
Oh,
and
you
I
were
was like,
actually.
I was really thinking I had the big brain prediction there, and then you guys didn't pick Nomad, and I just felt silly.
And my team actually wanted me to pick Scrap Nomad, but I didn't want to.
Oh, so
I didn't want
close,
to agree too
So
Revity.
much.
close, Speeds.
And
So close.
it's against the wrong team. If we would do it, we would do it if we met Big Ego Crew. But
Okay, hopefully Big Ego Crew is listening there into some inside
They're gonna ban the Nova
info.
next time.
All right, well, I think that's going to conclude the interview. Thank you so much for joining us for some
And
words here. And
congratulations
again,
once again.
congratulations. Yep.
thank you.
And now I will turn it over to Clantons. I think if he wants to say anything, perhaps close out the tournament here, as he is the host himself. Thanks again, Clantons. A big shout out to you, at least from myself, for hosting this one.
Definitely second you on that one.
I'm sure the Han community is with us, and we say thank you so much for providing us with some exciting competitive Han action.
Yeah, I will try to see if my mic is unmuted today. So I want to do a shout out to everyone who is involved, all the moderators, Frostburn, Sapphires in particular, Frostburn, Tommy, What You Got as caster, ramaty, BKB and Chill. You guys have done such a big job on this tournament. And also I want to do a shout out to, of course, all the teams who has been involved and played and been patient with all the waiting time and all that. And of course all the viewers who's here. Without you, this would have never happened. Thank you all for being here, and I guess I see you guys next week.